Alright, hello and welcome, and today I have something very special. This is a pre-release of my new dungeon, and it's the Fire Temple, which is one out of 5 future parts to come. Um, and the big change pretty much is there's two. The first one is this was built using the mod Adventurecraft made by klick, and it's absolutely awesome. It includes many aspects from the Zelda series, includes items that were in that game series that that pretty much allows this mod to let people pretty much make Zelda dungeons, which was what I was trying to do with my first dungeon. In case you don't know that dungeon yet, go ahead and give it a try. It's using with the classic Minecraft mechanics. Um, but yeah, this one was used using Adventurecraft. And the second thing is pretty much for people who played the first one might notice there's quite a change in concept. While the first dungeon was made up out of one room after another with puzzles inside them. That's pretty much how I built it as well. It was just like room after room with puzzles that I thought of. This is sort of different. This is more the feeling of you are inside the dungeon and you have to go back and forth and kind of find out where to go next or what items you need to find next. That's pretty much the intention of this. And like I said, this is a pre-release, so there might be some. How should I put this? There's a little content, a little too little content inside this version. Let's actually fix that little bug there. Which kind of disappoints me, I have to admit. Like, I didn't really, when I put this out, I was like, well, I'm not really sure if I should put it out if there's not really that much content inside yet, and especially not that much content related to Adventurecraft, in fact, since the decision, originally I was planning to use the pickaxe as the item for this dungeon, but I changed it to the power glove since the pickaxe would have required you to kind of switch off Minecraft every time you switch off, go into debug mode every time you used it, because with the pickaxe you were allowed to destroy brick blocks. So I pretty much changed that, so the use of the power glove inside this dungeon is actually not very power glove related at all. Usually, I mean, there are a few places, but I would definitely like to include more. There's a lot of things I've already thought about that I'm going to definitely include because it's just that fucking awesome, and I definitely want to do some of that stuff. So you can pretty much look forward. I'll probably keep this pretty much updated until I do have the final release, and since the final version of the dungeon is really unbelievably huge and does include like a lot of different stuff. Places I haven't even started building yet, let alone make puzzles for, so that will probably take me ages to actually complete. I would really count on seeing much more in the near future. Something else I wanted to mention is this now includes due to the fact that the concept will be a lot different. You will have sort of a central starting point, and at that central starting point there will be something called a shop, and at that shop you can buy armor, better swords, other gimmicks and stuff. Things like bow and arrow will be for sale, for example, and to use that shop you need gold, money. And that gold is found in cages all around the dungeon, actually, that include, gold blocks. With these gold blocks, you can then sort of build a bridge over to the item you want, and it again requires you to actually turn off your Adventurecraft mod. You'll see me one pick up in just a second. It's pretty much just gold blocks, and I'm not going to show it in this video since it is relatively self-explanatory, I think, and people shouldn't really have an issue with it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like I said, this is a new sort of concept from the old one and should be quite different in playstyle. And I would like to get some feedback on that. Like I said, though, The lack of puzzles is a sort of thing that is actually bugging me too. See there, pick up some gold, and that will be addressed. Like there will be quite a lot more puzzle rooms there, and yeah, you will be able to get to see those. There's actually something missing here too. There's two shields there that should explain you where to go, and yeah, at this point there's not really much more to say except for yeah, like I said, I'd love to get some feedback in the comments section. I'm usually like I don't really care about the success of my dungeon, to be honest. That's why I never really whore around for likes or comments and stuff. But this is for pretty much research purposes. I would like to know whether people like the new concept or not, and whether I should rather go back to more of the old thing with just rooms with riddles inside them, kind of connected by random stuff, or if this is fun as well. Like I don't think I mentioned it before, but I went back and played Ocarina of Time, and I realized that like a lot of the Zelda rooms pretty much only had like one pretty easy riddle inside them. So it was more about finding out where to go. So I kind of wanted to emulate that and sort of modernize my dungeon by doing that. Sorry. So yeah, thank you for listening. Have a great day, and I hope you have fun playing this if you ever get around to it. Bye bye.